In stark contrast to her predecessor Aang, KORRA is above all else a fighter, and to exemplify this, she has a well-rounded moveset that should be quite familiar to those who've played fighting games before. She's got fireballs of various sizes, a leaping attack similar to Terry's Crack Shooter Soul Bad Guy's Bandit Bringer, and currently the game's only meterless Dragon Punch style move. That isn't to say she is without her fair share of gimmicks, however. As the round progresses and she learns to master all 4 elements, those moves will gain enhanced properties, and you'll gain access to whole new moves. We'll circle back to those special moves in a bit. First, let's go over her normal attacks and flow movement. Most of the time, KORRA just wants to rush in head first and get her offense started with strong grounded normals like 5B. Using down flow lets her low profile some attacks as she closes the distance. But if ever she needs to reposition or bait the opponent into doing something, she has plenty of ways to do so, ranging from her back flow to the leaping follow-up she can perform off of any flow move, and 4C, which can be followed up with various kicks to surprise impatient opponents or leave herself plus on block. 4C and the leap can also be followed up with an air dash, allowing KORRA to jump right back into the fray at a moment's notice. Converting neutral hits into full combos is pretty easy with KORRA, as most starters lead to the same bread and butter combo. Start out with a simple string of normals, then after 5C, hit 6C. After that, you cancel into forward flow, jump immediately after that, hit JB, JC, and finally use a cyclone kick to knock him down. Now you may have noticed that at the end of that combo, the 4 sigils below KORRA's health bar began to glow. That's because the combo used an attack from each element in the order KORRA learned them, thus completing the avatar cycle and buffing her next special move. Among other things, this buff allows her to extend her BNB using 214C, create entirely new combos using her Wave Fist, and turn her Cyclone Kicks into a strong mix-up option when performed with a Tiger Knee input. Once you've taken the opponent to the corner, you can choose to forego completing the cycle, and instead end your combo with a Wave Fist into its C follow-up, which freezes the enemy and prevents them from rolling out of the corner, letting you keep the offense going even after the combo's finished. Speaking of offense, KORRA has plenty of ways to turn up the pressure when she gets the opponent to block. Going from Wave Fist to its projectile follow-up creates a frame trap that'll catch mashing opponents and leaves KORRA at a safe distance if blocked. But it can be low profiled by flow moves. If you're close enough and expecting the opponent to counter, you can catch them with the freeze follow-up instead, which leaves you plus on block and doubles as an overhead. Once the opponent has been thoroughly conditioned into blocking, you can throw in a wildfire splitter to make yourself plus again and get back into the range where KORRA can threaten the opponent with throws, or if she has the chakra for it, a command grab that leads to a full combo afterwards. That command grab is one of many moves in KORRA's toolset that are locked behind some sort of resource, whether it be chakra or flow gauge. Other such moves include a dropkick that leads to full combos on hit, a combo extender in the form of J214D, and the Avatar Path moves, which are all follow-ups to her EX special moves that help to add extra damage to everything she does. As tempting as it may be to flaunt your strength whenever you get the chance, you must practice restraint in regards to these moves, lest you risk burning yourself out too quickly and leaving yourself vulnerable. Once you've built up enough chakra, KORRA can spend it to enter the avatar state at will, a rare feat even among other avatars. While in this state, all of KORRA's special moves will remain enhanced, and she is able to air dash at any time, opening up not just new ways to move around in neutral, but also new mix-up opportunities. This state will also trigger automatically when her health gets low, though it won't last as long as a manual activation. The craziest part is that Avatar State can be activated in the middle of a combo if done near the corner. During the second or third round, it may only take one good hit for KORRA to start snowballing her way to victory. Unlike most other characters, KORRA's supports don't change up her combos or general game plan that much. They mostly just boost whatever aspect of her kit you value most. When riding into battle with Naga, KORRA's flow moves become cheaper to cancel into, and she's able to act out of those flow moves much quicker. Equipping Naga will also remove your ability to dropkick, but for those who like to play the footsies game and want more control over their positioning, she is simply irreplaceable. With KORRA's father Tonrock supporting her, all of the Avatar's Path follow-ups cost less flow gauge to use, and some of them change slightly in how they work. Her downflow follow-up, for instance, is split into 2 phases, and opting to only use the first half may open up new combo routes. Pick this support if you want to maximize the amount of damage you can get off of every hit. When bonded with the Avatar Spirit Rava, KORRA's Avatar state becomes a much more prominent part of her game plan. The health threshold before it triggers gets moved up to half health, and if activated manually, it stays on until the round is over. The launch on hit of the activation is also a bit stronger, making combos that use it easier. Use this variant if you just love the dopamine rush of hitting a dragon install and going all out. All in all, if you just want to get in the opponent's face, hit him real hard, and get rewarded with new ways to hit him even harder, then it's time to forge your own path and begin a new era with KORRA.